Racked with desperation, these women may not have succeeded in their immediate aim, which was to speak to David Cameron, who was in this vehicle, but their wider objective was achieved, to make sure the Prime Minister and the world saw a vivid demonstration of their plight. They had been part of a gathering of families of Sri Lanka's disappeared, people who vanished in mysterious circumstances, mainly as the civil war drew to a close. The young man in this poster, for example, is called Aryapal Bharatithasan. It shows his birthplace, Pirambu, and birth date, 1990, and the date he went missing from home, the 6th of March, 2009.
The elder brother is a brother, two brothers.
I'm
2009 May 18, he surrendered and
Allegations of government repression and intimidation are widespread in this region. David Cameron also went to a newspaper where journalists conduct their business almost under siege. Then onto a camp for people who lost their homes in the war, yet years later have still been offered nothing better than this shanty town to live in.
And what do you think are your prospects for getting back to the land that you used to live on? They want to get back. You want to get back? Yeah.
With this visit, David Cameron has certainly managed to draw enormous publicity to the injustices in the north of Sri Lanka that he feels are crying out to be remedied. Whether or not the Prime Minister feels it will actually change anything, well, I think that there even he is more doubtful. Are you fearful that, regretfully, all this will come to nothing, that the Sri Lankan government will simply ignore what you are saying to them?
I don't think that's the case. Of course, these issues aren't settled in one day or by one visit. Progress has been made, more progress needs to be made, and frankly, I think coming here, listening to the First Minister, meeting these people, witnessing these scenes, it helps to bring to the attention of a wider public the problems there are in Sri Lanka.
The Prime Minister's unprecedented visit to the north was calculated to antagonise Sri Lankan President Rajapaksa, who was waiting to meet him on his return. It was a predictably no-holds-barred affair, once cameras were ushered out with no sign of progress made. The political wrangling seems a world away from the high ceremony of the Commonwealth banquet hosted by Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall. The royal party is keeping well above the political fray, studiously ignoring the tension and arguments bubbling around them. The hope of many of the people David Cameron met in Jaffna is that their cause, adopted by the Prime Minister, cannot be ignored. Early signs, though, are not encouraging.